Hey everybody, let me show you what I got going on today. This is a Lenovo X1 Carbon ThinkPad, and what's happening with this unit here is it fell, and this hinge, focus that, the hinge there came off of the back LCD cover. So typically when this happens, you change the back of it. Normally here, I mean, this doesn't even have a full hinge. It just basically goes attached right on there. See those two screws? And then there's that little base, which is just basically glued to the back. Now these, the ThinkPads, this generally doesn't happen. This happens a lot with the more, consumer grade computers. They fall apart a lot. So this one here, generally, like I said, we generally just change the back panel. But on this one, I am attempting to do a repair. Reason being is it's a very light, LCD, and usually like on the 15s to 16s, the pressure and the weight of the LCD just won't allow you to reglue it. So this one here, being that it is so light, it doesn't have a lot of pressure, I am gonna give it a shot. So I already re-glued it back in place, and I moved it back and forth, and it's okay. So right now what I did is I loosened up the hinges, which I couldn't loosen them up as much as I would like to. There seems to be kind of a limit on, but I did loosen them up a little bit, and then I just did some extra glue around all those edges. What I'm using here is super glue gel, because what it does, it forms like a new structure around it, and that's what I have found on basically on the palm rest. A lot of palm rests and the bases of the laptops, when those things break apart. With this gel, you can add, it builds like a little structure there, and then you can add again. You can almost form like a base on those. On this one, it's just really just to glue it. But even though it glues on the back, by putting it around the edges, you kind of attach it as well on the edges here to the back panel. So I'm hopeful. I can switch over, yeah. Hopefully it's going to hold up. Like I said, I've already moved it back and forth a couple of times, but I did want to give it some extra coverage. Another tip, if you're going to do anything with super glue, is you have to have, I didn't show you the fan, right? When you put that, you got to have a fan blowing on it constantly, because if you don't do that, you're going to wind up getting these white like coverage on the stuff. If you use super glue, you'll see it leaves like a white mark, and on stuff like this, I guess it evaporates, or it throws off some type of mist, or whatever it is, and everything gets all covered in this white stuff. So you do want to have a lot of air flowing. Well, I mean, the airflow outside is going to allow it to dry better, but it will prevent all that white stuff from appearing everywhere. So we're gonna let this dry one more day, and then I'll actually go back, double check, and see if I can loosen it, and maybe grease it up a little bit to just take off just another little slight pressure from it. And I'm hopeful it's gonna work out. That's what's going on right here, right now at PC 911.